While we're checking out our profile, it's not a bad time to look at all of the other settings in Zoom and just be a little bit more familiar with them. Now, while we're in this area, this is a good time to just kind of look over some of your settings. There are a lot of settings, and nothing you're doing is permanent. You can always go and make adjustments, but there's just a few that I wanted to call out. Well, I do think it's kind of important to have the host and participant video off. That way, they can concentrate on joining, getting everything set up, and then when they're ready, they can just toggle that video on. I also think it's important to have both telephone and computer audio options. That way, if you have a student without Wi Fi, they can still call in and join the meeting. It just gives you some options. I like to mute all participants upon entry. That way, if they need to talk, they can unmute themselves. But a lot of times they are going to be listening, and you don't want all of their audio on at the same time. Here, you can make the chat visible to all participants, but you can disable participants having one to one discussions. That way, everything is whole group. It might not be a bad idea to also save all of your chats. If you do have a co-host, you can allow them to have some extra options. And I haven't tried this out, but I just turned on polling to see what that's like during a meeting. I do want to enable screen sharing, and I want all of my participants to be able to do that. I don't want them to bump me off though, so I'm going to turn the second option on host only. Now I'm turning on my breakout room option, and that allows you to take a whole group of students, for example, and then have them in small groups, and you can pop into those meetings at any time. Now I'm going to choose virtual backgrounds to be on. We are kind of invading student spaces by having their Chromebook doing video in their home, and if they want to block out their room or wherever they are, I'm going to allow them to turn on virtual backgrounds. Now, we did turn the waiting room on for the virtual office hours, but these are my defaults for anything that I schedule. And for that reason, I'm turning waiting room off. I don't want to have to manually add every student to a whole group meeting. I do want to allow students or anyone to just join from the browser, so I'm going to toggle this one on so they do not have to have the app to work. Although the Chromebooks, they can add the app from the Chrome Web Store and it works very slick. Now, these are some of the email notifications that you can toggle off and on at any time. And this is a very quick overview of the settings. We're going to learn more together as we go and we get some more hours logged under our belts and become YouTube stars before our students.